Verse 6. Remember he said, verse 5, let him ask, gives to him liberally, doesn't reproach, he'll give it to him. But, verse 6, but means draw a line. But means, wait a minute, we got something else here. But let him whine and beg and murmur and cry. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misread that. But let him ask in faith, not doubting. So, if you are asking God for wisdom, ask Him in faith, not doubting that you're going to get the answer. For he who doubts is like a wave, driven by the sea and tossed by the wind. Can't you picture that? Can't you picture a vessel on water that's being tossed, that's trying to get to a particular place, trying to get to port, trying to get to a particular destination, and it's out here in a storm, and the waves and the wind are just throwing it all over the place? For let not that man, what man? The man that's not asking in faith, that's tossed to and fro. Let not that man suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. When you go to God and ask Him for something, ask Him in faith. Ask Him according to His Word. Remember, there's something in the Bible over there, I think, over in 1 John. If we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if He hears us, then we have the thing that we've petitioned Him. That doesn't sound to me like sometimes God says yes, sometimes God says no, and sometimes God says maybe. If you ask God something according to His will, He hears you. And if He hears you, you got it. So when you lack wisdom in an area, ask in faith, believing that you'll receive the answer. Listen to me very carefully. When you don't know what you're supposed to do, have confidence that God is smart enough to get the answer across to you. God's really smart. We're not like mice in a maze that He's just seeing if we can work things out. If you need wisdom in your life, ask God and then trust His ability to get that across to you. Instead of thinking, I'll never figure this out. I'll never get this. I know God's trying to tell me, but I'm just so dense. I can't get it. It's not your ability. As a matter of fact, we haven't talked about your ability anywhere in this so far. We've talked about the joy of the Lord. We've talked about faith in God. We've talked about consistency and constancy. We've talked about if you lack anything, or ask. If you lack wisdom, ask God. He'll help you. God is on your side, rooting you on, providing everything that you need to make it through this test and trial. Rely on it. Don't start having a pity party. Listen, pity parties might feel good to you for a little bit. They will destroy you. Too many times, people want sympathy instead of help. Have y'all ever dealt with anybody like that? Have you ever dealt with a friend, family member going through something, and all they want to do is talk about the problem, and you sit down with them and you tell them what it is that you think they need to do. Okay, I'll do that. And you talk to them 2 days later, and they're right back where they were talking the problem again. Because what they're wanting is, they're wanting sympathy. You know, I don't find any place in the Bible that says that sympathy and pity helps you get the victory in anything. Now, I have been accused, and this is going to shock you, and I'm glad you're sitting down. I have actually been accused of being too harsh with people. I know, it's a shocker. Sweet, lovable me. And usually that has come from somebody that comes to me or comes in my office and they're looking for sympathy. And I'm sorry, I don't do the sympathy thing very well. Because I guess I'm naive, but I just figure if somebody comes and talks to me, they want me to help them get the victory in this thing. Not have a pity party. Am I stepping on anybody's toes? Don't raise your hand. Pity parties are useless.